We're rather simple people, Your Majesty, not of Syracusan nobility or tutelage.
He does a slight nod. No, that is fair. Then allow me to say it plainly. Lord Maven Lawrence, heir to the 6th house, has been chosen by destiny. Chosen to overcome the avatar of the Great Other. To break that which is unbreakable. And I will see it done.
And you have seen it done your way, here in the halls of Augustine.
I'll see it done wherever it may be done.
Why, I can assure you that such skirmishes and bouts between yours and ours is not helping his condition or training.
You hear from up top, sitting lounging laxly in her chair, looking at her nails. But he was able to best one of the Queen's Guard in her own domain.
You know about that, do you, Lady Veronica?
I know many things.
What
and
happened?
I see many more.
What happened to the Queen's Guard? She's a friend.
She is an unfortunate relic lost to time, but one to whom time holds no dominion.
Interaquan's like, God damn these goddamn motherfucking Syracusans are goddamn riddles. I see. Well, perhaps in due time, I might remake her acquaintance.
Hopefully, and keep it known, lest you reconsider. Time is the power we get from the darkness.
One's gonna eye the fucking the gray space around us, but doesn't respond. Unfortunately, time is not something us on the side of light wield. And right now, our most pressing and timely concern is gone.
He holds a hand out, and it produces this blue-ish teal flame that slowly fades in and back between blue and green before holding it aloft and blowing on it. And like a new fire, you are renewed.
Like healing, or?
Should you embrace and accept it, allow this to be my gift for you.
Is that like a long rest, or is that like a all healing, or is that like?
You don't know.
It's Blue
Okay,
Flame
I'll remember
Damien.
Oh, shut up! Once will sort of stare at his now patched up wounds or whatever fucking happened, with a bit of incredulousness. Surprising given all the shit he's seen.
Feel a warmth in you. But in all of you, it waits to be accepted or not.
What is your gift?
Time. I offer you a little bit more. Yours is short. And this can be a bridge to your goals and mine. You have been courteous in this house. And it would be ill-fitting to leave you without something.
You do us a disservice, Your Majesty. You've not given us a gift now, but an obligation. We've nothing to leave for you.
Your candor and presence was enough.
Our candor, Your Majesty. Careful. We have that in droves.
I believe we are opponents, not enemies.
I would agree.
I bear you no ill will for what is to come.
Then as opponents, I assume you shan't be helping us put Regona back to the past.
He is a nuisance, and his presence cannot be allowed to remove valuable soldiers, warriors, loved ones from the battles that are to come.
At least we agree on something.
But I urge you caution in what you seek to do. As long as both of them exist, neither of them can be gone forever. Because inside of you is both the soul of Galna and Regalna. As much as you dislike it, you are both.
Well, we don't need him gone forever. We just need a year. And then we can figure it out afterwards.
I see. Take your time deciding if you want to receive my blessing or not. You have a week and your time.
And how long does that translate here then? Oh. He looks at Lady Veronica. My apologies. It doesn't matter, does it?
You are quite astute to notice such a difference. See, your nature has opened your mind to possibilities outside that which are tangible.
Through pain and suffering.
Good. Then Lady Vendemion will see you out.
Do a courtly bow at him. Thank you once more, Your Majesty, for receiving us. Speaking candidly, we were, the candor you appreciate so much, we were up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. And Quinn could check off a thing on his bucket list of swearing in the presence of nobility. Of royalty at that.
Then it is of good thing and of great consequence that you were not enraptured in his meager presence.
Indeed. Looks over Leon. Wait on her, I guess. Follow her up.
And rest assured, he says, looking back at the great lion throne, help will be there when you need it.
Thank you, sir. As we're leaving... No, go.
I will look for you at Alphasora. Will I need to fight through your general? The Great Horse?
Oh. Should you offer such a contest between the two, I will not decline you, and I will not hobble you before.
Until then...
You see Renvark stand up nice and tall in a presence that's not even your height that looms over large.
Hell yeah.
You will fight me at your best, or you will not fight at all.
Yes! I think a bit of steam wafts off Rohan and he nods. Glad we're on the same page. Until then, Your Grace. And there he goes. And follow.
As we're leaving, Quinn's following like right behind Liana. He'll like with mutter to her. No wonder you always fucking win. You have literal time on your side.
I always stack the deck in my favor, Clint.
You cheating bitch.
Yeah, she uses a banned fighting style.
I have something to show you.
I
We
don't
won't
suppose
be
that's
leaving just yet.
fine by me. Speaking for my crew, I think we can use a bit of recovery time before we go fight that fucker again. I don't suppose your happy little gift is a Jericho wrapped up all nice, clean, and purified.
No.
Inside check! Inside check! Inside check! How did she take this information?
But what plans do you have to recover him?
Well, we're gonna go after him and Gregor around roughly the same time, but this Regalna guy showed up. We have an idea of where he's going, though. And I'm assuming you do as well, if you were as close to him as I thought you were.
He's going to Solomon.
Yep.
Which means he will be going to Del Troy.
Del Troy. Not Louisville?
No. Solomon has displaced one of the barons. He has taken that position for himself now that he's transmogrified.
God damn it. That was like one of Sebastian's reports too, if I recall correctly. It all comes back around. Well, I appreciate you pointing us the right way then.
He'll lose, Clint.
Solomon or Jericho?
Jericho.
We expected.
But as of now, he's still a Type 1. If he transmogrifies to a full Type 5, he'll be gone. We'll have very few moments to recover him. So I ask again, what are your plans?
What do you reckon our timeline is? I don't know how fast he can run across fucking water. Make it to
Fast
Louisville.
when he's not slowed by the need for oxygen or stamina that is relevant to a human body.
So what you're telling me is we gotta put Regana back in the fucking history books and then blitz over to him. Gotcha. Can't believe I'm fucking saying this. I don't suppose you might help us remind him of his humanity. If not you, then Augustus, or any of the others of your class.
When it comes to saving my brother, I will be there.
Your
And
brother?
if you are not, I will make you pay for it.
Quinn will get a bit tongue-in-cheek. You can't hurt me before... He'll like lean into like the little brother like fucking annoying thing. You can't hurt me before Alvasora. Your boss just said so. And besides, you really think I'm gonna let him go? After that jackass set me up? And left me to live? Come on. You don't know me at all, Leona.
What's your AC, Clint?
Shield of Fate, shield of Fate, shield of Fate, shield of Fate.
Kill you before then.
Wisdom save.
She can hurt you before then.
Wisdom save. Where's the button? Where's my blessings at? Armor of the Faithful. Where's the button? Fuck! It's alright, guys. I'm just getting information. I'm just probing for information. Yeah, that fucking hits.
Oh, oh wow!
Oh, fuck.
Look at me crossing borders that couldn't be crossed before. It seems I can hurt you.
You broke my fucking nose. Quintel uses a healing light charge on himself. Hear a sickening crunch as his nose goes back into place. Ah.
I can't save him alone. He doesn't see me in the same light he once did.
Quint's on his fucking thrown back on the ground prone. He's sitting back up. You'd be surprised. But regardless, you ain't gonna be alone. Ah. Hold up my hand towards Bradford, pick me up here. Help me up here, bro.
He'll help and wish that he had more to help with than just pick you up.
That was almost as bad as one of Riker's punches.
I mean, to be fair, she had to use a weapon.
We learned from the best.
Who's your mentor in here? Renvark himself? Can't imagine you being trained under the general. I haven't seen you throw fists at us yet.
I do not wish to become a lumbering barbarian stricken only by rage. She walks forward before you start seeing the metal walls start shifting around the carved marble architecture as you go deeper down in this pathway that she was walking from initially.
I have a question. Are we supposed to be on the map with Renvark and
We aren't just yet.
Okay, just making sure.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's theater of the mind.
Yeah, I'm double checking. Just double checking.
There you go.
That's fair to check. You made a poop noise like you moved, but I didn't move.
I'm very fitting for
It didn't turn it all dark?
It is all dark.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
That's what I was making a joke. Oh, how fitting for a Sycusian map. It's just a black screen.
Well, if it gives you any guidance, perhaps you can push your limits too. I grew strong by being very bright and very loud where no light shines. Was that clear enough to Ridley?
It's scratches his chin. Looks at Bradford I don't know, did you get it? Did you get it?
He's also but very very hamming it up. But he has a really shitty performance, so it's very obvious. If I can answer all this.
Loud. Bright and loud, huh?
If you're not prepared to kill the greatest of your enemies, then you were never prepared for the fight in the first place. So, Alvasor comes, the dragons return, they all lose their mind in fighting the battle, but what after? How do you pick up the pieces?
Can I do an insight check on her?
Yep.
Because Quinn always wonder, how much is Leona running with Renvark out of genuine allegiance versus she's just using him for her own machinations?
30. She is just using him for her own machinations.
Gotcha.
What if I said there was another path?
Then you'd be coloring me intrigued. My question back, how private is this place?
Doesn't matter. He's full well aware of my goals. And how they align and how they differ.
And you're okay with that? You. Of all people.
Because it matters not where we're going.
If his plan succeeds, he'll have a new evolved race. If your plan succeeds and his fails, you're the new evolved race.
I don't care if you win or if he wins.
What do you care about, Leona Van Damian?
Who's your enemy? She sets outside a large set of double doors of metal that are clasped together that very much resemble the engineering factories you saw the first time you came to Sycusia.
Oh, where we got the gyrocore.
Correct.
Yeah.
Attached to the rail cannon tanks.
What's a tank?
The armored wagon.
There you go. You're asking the wrong person, Leona. I'm a token blading heart. I would assume people would say the fiends, though. Or the dark ones.
And how do you defeat the archfiends? How do you defeat the stars?
I don't think anyone has an answer to that.
I do.
Do you? How are you so sure?
She puts a hand on the wall as a door opens up.
Track. What the fuck?
No fucking
all-
way.
No, fuck off! She had a spaceship!
Leona, how do we defeat the archfiends? We take the fight to them. Fight on the
Fuck
sun.
yeah, dude.
You fight
Yeah.
on the sun. Punch the stars to death.
We're fighting shadows of what is. As you see the door open and this massive tower of metal around it. We're fighting shadows of shadows, Clint. How could we ever hope to win that way?
What the fuck am I looking at?
You're looking at the only plan for the future that actually gains peace. I say this to you and I say this to all of you. I'm not fighting for Renvark de Augustine, and I am not fighting for the light. I'm fighting that one day, those who tried to ruin our world and our lives and everything we were will be struck down. You see as she goes over to a small metal cabinet and opens it, as you see a sort of like laser go up and down over her.
It's fuck as biometric scans.
As you see pieces of armor start folding around her.
Oh no, she's getting a super suit. No.
He's getting a fucking exo spacesuit going on.
Oh
There it
my
is.
fucking god!
Yeah,
she has
there
a
it is.
Space suit.
What
That.
the fuck am I looking at?
That is a Helldiver's pauldron.
It is.
That is
I love
a
that.
Yeah.
Big set of armor.
How do you recognize that so immediately?
It's a very distinct style. Now that you point
Because
it
I
out.
know O.
Because you're a super citizen? Because you paid for super citizen status? How big is this?
Massive.
Okay, we're
Easily
talking like
15, 20 stories tall.
okay, so like arc shit. Gotcha.
So I ask you, who is your enemy? And what are you prepared to do to stop them?
Well, you guys are always all thinking in the long term. Good night. Sweet, sweet dreams. You really want to take the fight to the Archfiends?
It's the only way we end this war for forever. If the light wins, then so be it. Maybe God speaks again and the Singalia sing free. People would love that. But if they can't beat Renvark de Augustine and they fall, then we will be left over. And all of those who answer the call, they'll be the ones to free us from this eternal torment. You see her raise a hand towards the ship. Ad Astrum Vincere, Clint. To the stars to conquer.
Do you get visits from King Carthalion? Because you definitely sound like it.
She smirks. How else do you think I train?
Oh, Renrock must be really jealous of you. So maybe that's why he set everything up for you.
I'm his replacement plan, Clint.
My condolences.
It serves my needs. So, what say you?
You really sound fucking insane, you know that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, just so we're aligned on that.
In all likelihood, this is a suicide mission.
Yeah.
The chances of us winning are remarkably low.
Mm.
She turns her head towards you, Rohan. But I will die on my feet.
He inclines his chin at her, out of respect. Fight the stars. A lofty goal. A worthy enemy. And if you succeed,
Then not just us, but every other being, every world, every place those grey men come from might be saved. That their infesting tendrils can no longer corrupt and destroy.
Is that so? We're about to take up an offer from a grey man. Give it a month. We want to put your metal to the test.
What's the offer?
What was it you guys were saying? You dark, nasty people are saying, if you're not fit for the fight, then you might not fight. Shouldn't fight at all. Well, I guess you're gonna find out if you can survive the nastiest thing such fiends can throw at us. Yeah, hell of a trial. Not permanent. Don't worry. Such is the weird ways of fiendish influenza. That'll be a nice test for your combat capabilities.
and if we win, and you're there to fight with us, another box checked.
But Clint's like rubbing his like gloves against his chest like someone like cleaning their fingernails. But you know, it's a pretty exclusive invite list that I get to pick, so you know. Just wondering if you were interested.
She dons the helmet of hers and you see it glow before fading, almost as if it's powering on. Should you return my brother to me, then I will fight with you.
But makes no effort, like red eyes, eyes glow meme looking at her when she stops herself at the L word and changes to brother. Like, oh, what was that you were just supposed to say? What was that about you were supposed to say? All right, deal. In return, you gotta help us get him back and do it for Galna. And also, this he gestures at the spaceship plan of yours. I assume in order to be helping you with it, We had to be here in the halls of Augustin.
When the time comes, I will send the signal out across all the world that's still bathed in light.
Sound like a sister.
And those that make it here, those are the ones we will choose to carry on.
Well, you got your...
behind.
This is a one-way trip, Rohan of Shamash. We don't get to come back from this one.
So you die fighting or you die winning. But you're dying either way.
It's the most likely outcome. We're preparing replenishable supplies. Infinite fuel source. It might not even be us that takes the fight to the stars. It might be our children's children, but we will fight nonetheless.
You fucking mad woman. Alright, Leona. Gonna hold on. You got a deal. Listen,
She holds out a hand. Chrysantine, right?
Fucking Chrysantine.
What is wrong with us?
You want the list by alphabetical or chronological?
Oh, please, regale me with chronological, Bradford. I'm sure your mind can definitely give me that full list, right?
Well, it all started when I was kicked out of a wagon.
And then Bradford, we spent a whole week as Bradford gives an account of the entire campaign up until current.
Every so often I'll just check back, and then there was a giant bat thing.
Everyone's like half asleep.
I remember when we fight dark ones that didn't talk.
Right? That was so much simpler.
It was so much simpler.
They spoke, we just don't understand them. I want to go back to those times.
Times.
I miss back when I had to use comprehend language to understand them versus they were smart enough to understand us.
So what of the rest of you?
How many can it fit?
Something like,
Does
something like that. 20 stories.
It's
Hundreds.
Mm.
We'll need non-combatants. We'll need all the tech-savvy individuals we can find.
There's not many.
I've spent time recruiting, as you can tell.
How does it work? What fuels it?
Solar. As long as there are stars in the night sky, we will have energy.
I might have
And
a
as
good
long as you're
candidate
moving
for
towards
you.
your goal, there's a star.
We done a test flight?
We only get one shot at this, Lucian.
Ah, fuck. Well, my bad.
Clint is going to ping the prince in his head. Don't suppose you know anything about this, Your Majesty. You were always telling me that the fiends are like batteries, right? Well, here's a big fucking one right in front of you. Fuck no, what the hell? Dude, that's my boss we're going to go take down. What? You can't... You've denied me my plausible deniability.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, Clint will ask the prince if he thinks he can help with this. If he's even fucking willing to respond.
There might be a deal to be made.
Oh! That Clint actually flinches at the verbal response. Like, oh! You son of a bitch, you actually spoke. I knew I'd wear you down. Quint will turn out to Liana. I might have someone in my head that's willing to help. If you can broker a deal with them. And me by proxy, of course, I get finder's fee.
As long as our goals are amenable.
Quint will ping the prince. What do you want? Oh, shadow in my head.
I want a new vessel.
Oh, tired of me already?
One of my own. One freed from the burdens of mortal constraints.
Robot.
How much do you actually help me? I'm wondering if I should give up such a fun conversationalist in my head. What do I get out of it?
You get your freedom back. And in turn, I will leave you with a boon. And I will promise that my star will never touch any of your blood.
Insight check? Does it like kin or like let's like attack me? Like what's he mean about it?
Any humans.
I didn't need to insight check that. Nice. That's a thought virus. Wait, hold on a second. Is that motherfucking thought virus? The suits that your class members use, do they only take mortal souls? What
Their
about you?
prototype. There might become a day when we can store every bit of our conscience and soul into a small vessel that can be transported from body to body. It's possible, but currently it needs someone like myself.
You're Chrysantine. You're aware of the prince we have to deal with. I have a figment of them all up in here. Tap side of temple. He's willing to help, but he wants a vessel, a body. His own body. He's getting tired of listening to me ping him all the time.
And I want his death. How do we reconcile this?
He's willing to help. He's willing to help. Potentially cause his death from the sounds of it.
And you trust that?
I do
Nah.
not.
That's fair. I had to fake my death in order to get the last one out.
But these things can be contractually bound if you understand the right ritual and ways of it. We would need a broker, and I think I know the perfect one.
A broker? Wait. Who holds up a hand? Let me guess. Zion the Wanderer.
No,
Damn it.
we need someone who wanders and carries people between two rivers to dry land.
You're talking about Mr. Barge, aren't you?
She gets the all too familiar smirk on her face.
Well, bring a bucket of fish heads first. Oh, and a nice hat. You got quite a lot of those around here, kicking ass like you, right?
We'll find a fee that he fits appropriately.
But one that has a hat, right?
One that has a hat. But the rest of you... Do you want to fight shadows do you want to fight the real enemy?
Yep, no, this is definitely the craziest thing we've ever done.
Is it?
There's not anything that's ever actually surpassed this. He gestures at the rocket ship. He doesn't know it's a rocket ship, but he gestures at that.
It's a ship that's pointing upward. Ships don't normally point up.
mean-
He asks Lucia, the ships usually do that. Point upwards.
I mean, we went up already. It's just more up, right?
That's a
Higher
good.
than we should go.
I was about to ask.
Yeah, looking up at the stars itself is maddening.
When your enemy is a star, you can't punch it without going that high.
No,
God, you are going to put
I admit, we will be going where humans have never gone before.
Oh. Fuck, we have to do this.
have to go
My
to the
arms are-
space.
My arms are only so long. I guess I have to go to them. We'll be leaving much behind.
Indeed, we would. But I believe the thing we will leave behind the most is hope.
When do you plan on taking off in this arrow-looking thing?
It's not ready yet.
But you would do it before Alvasora.
I don't even know if it'll be ready by then.
So we really will be a bunch of survivors getting in an arrow-shaped ship and going off to the stars. I was afraid you'd say that. Well, I suppose after Alvasora, only the strongest and best combatants will be left, right?
Hopefully so. I have my part to play in Alvasora, as do you. But as long as we understand what the real goal is at the end of this.
Right. Renvar. He's got his clutches on Veronica, the general. The elf whose name escapes me. What about you? What deal did you cut with him?
I would be his hands if Captain Maven were to fail.
Does he have such control on you like he does them?
They are not humans, and humans are not slaves.
Hell yeah.
I see. Why do you always make our life so complicated?
Because you're heroes.
That is not meant to be an easy life. Or else everyone would do it.
Before you go, and I will escort you back to safety outside of Hagglefar. Let's get your measurements.
Hell yeah.
No.
Alright, quick clap the hands here. Chop chop, you're the lady. Bradford, no double rations for anyone. They gotta maintain these measurements.
Ah,
I did not mishear earlier, right? Time does not work the same here.
This is a place where time overlaps. At least that's how I understand it.
Overlaps. Who's Tamu overlapping with?
The moment